Hi everyone, my name is John Huntinghouse and I'm the VP of Marketing over at Tab Bank, which is a digital online bank here based out of Ogden, Utah. And Dale asked me to just do some videos to create this channel around marketing and some ideas on how to help companies and individuals and marketers improve their marketing and grow. And there's a million different ways that we could go with this channel. And I'm more than open. If you have specific questions to ask, feel free to ask. I've worked on campaigns with large companies from Nintendo, Amazon, to local gyms like Bossa Fitness, obviously at Tab Bank, to even startups. I've helped just a new startup actually reach $500,000 in revenue. They're a brand new e-commerce startup that is it's a one product startup that we've been able to help grow fairly rapidly over the last 12 months. And so I have a lot of experience in a lot of different areas, but at the heart, my core background, where my wheelhouse is in paid social, but then also generally speaking, creating growth teams and growth marketing frameworks is kind of another area of expertise that I do with a lot. I'm a mentor at Boom Startup, helping a lot of brand new startups and SaaS companies kind of build out and grow their marketing capabilities and whatnot. But without getting too specific and taking too much time in this video, one of my big things is I think oftentimes, especially when you're a small team and you're just trying to figure it out and you're trying to grow, or you're just a small business or a new startup, one of the problems is that you can't do all things, right? You can't be all things to all people, and you can't do everything because you just don't have the resources. So naturally, you have to outsource. But one of the key mistakes I think a lot of businesses do is that they outsource core competencies. And you just can't, right? Like you can't outsource core competencies. Like you have to be proficient in those things. And for marketers, specifically, I think one of the core competencies that we absolutely have to understand is understanding and learning and growing a system of understanding how the business grows. Like we can't outsource that, and I think sometimes that's a tendency for marketing and marketing groups to outsource. It's like, hey, help us grow to whatever X amount, or get X amount of daily active users or whatever. But it is a core competency that like you as the marketer or you as the business owner needs to understand is how does the business grow? How do we grow this thing? And where does our growth, where are our points of leverage? Where and when does our product grow? Where does it slow or where does it stop? Like understanding these key growth questions is a core competency that if you don't know the answer to, then you have to figure that out, right? Like you have to understand it. And I think we have a tendency to just outsource it to an agency and just say, hey, agency, help us figure this out. But they oftentimes lack knowing, this is me coming from an agency background, they just don't have the context oftentimes to understand both the business within the industry, but then also the individuals within their business and how it, that ecosystem, how everything kind of works. So, yeah, feel free to ask questions. If there's anything specific that you would like to talk about or discuss. Like I said, there's a lot of growth frameworks that I like to go that I use personally. And in terms of understanding how to create product market fit, people talk ad nauseum about that, but yet nobody actually knows what that looks like. And so I do a lot with retention curves and build outs so that you can kind of understand and see, it's like, do we have product market fit? And if we do, then how do we leverage that and how do we double down into that audience? And if we don't, how do we conserve cash until we kind of figure out and revamp the product or service so that we create that product market fit? So there's a wide variety and a lot of different directions that we can kind of go with this. I did kind of go on my soapbox about not outsourcing your core competencies, and so understanding how the product and the business grows. The other thing is data and insights. I really do believe it is a core competency that you have to understand your customers and you have to understand the data that you're gathering. And if that data is not helping you understand If you can't connect your marketing matrix or metrics to business metrics and your business KPIs, like that is a core competency you have to learn to develop so that you understand not only your customers but your products and services and how it actually solves for those pain points. So I won't go too long. I probably went already too long on this, but just want to get it started, and feel free to shoot any questions and I'll be on here responding accordingly. So thanks everyone.